Hey guys, welcome back to the Untitled Anime Podcast. This is episode 4. I'm Alan and this is Tyler.
Hello.
What's up? It's just
I'm
us
opening
today.
I'm opening a
Yeah.
beer I'm opening a beer for the first time for the first take of this recording.
Yeah, this is the first take. We haven't tried this before.
We didn't
So
have guests that had internet issues or anything.
Tyler is
Introducing our guest, other Tyler. Hey, what's up?
I wish you didn't do that.
I'm sorry. I've already had 3/4 of this in a very short amount of time.
It's okay. Today,
Anyway,
you drank in the
beer.
past tense.
Sorry. Fuck. Yeah, I'm doing a new beer every episode. And today's episode is Corona Familiar. My girlfriend was like, so me and my girlfriend played the couples game. I will spare the details. We bought each other a bunch of different things. And she's like, your favorite beer is Corona, right? And I'm like, my favorite beer is Guinness, which is the polar opposite of Corona, because Guinness is a extremely dark beer and Corona is nearly see-through. But it's fine because I need a new beer for the episode.
I literally don't know the difference between any beers.
So you see how this is see-through? Guinness looks like sludge.
It's not?
Guinness looks like sludge.
Ew, who drinks that?
Me! I love Guinness!
Oh yeah. Cool. Anyway, I'm proud we didn't make any Corona jokes. Except for just now, kind of. Yeah, it's a chill episode today. We're probably gonna have like a slightly shorter one.
Yeah, mostly because of the failed recording and it being 12:20 at night. Just forewarning, I have worked like 8 of the 13 days since the last episode.
Yeah.
So
dude.
I have not watched that much. So I'll just go ahead and get out of the way. I have picked up Sangatsu no Lion again. Very good show. Don't have much bad to say about it. Sometimes I get a little bored and that's it. But it's not like a bad bored. It's just like this is chill. And the other is I caught up to the My Hero Academia manga. That's very good after me hating season 4. I did finish season 4 and didn't like it. I'm sorry. But I finally caught up to that. But again, I've been working most of the time and spending the time I have free with my girlfriend, and we've been watching not anime. So
let's go not anime. I've also been watching not anime. It's weird for an anime podcast called the Untitled Anime Podcast, but yeah, I'm currently watching Better Call Saul. Because I'm a huge Breaking Bad fan, and I figured it's about time. So I'm in the middle of my Netflix binge right now.
Me and my girlfriend are watching Breaking Bad right now. It's my 4th time through this show.
4th, really?
Holy
shit!
Twice by myself, once with Ryan, and now once with her.
Dang.
But I haven't watched Better Call Saul yet. I need to.
You watched the first? I didn't even know. Like I was talking to you about it, and you told me suddenly that you'd watched the first season.
Yeah.
Like, what? When did you do that?
It's been a while now. But this is not the Better Call Saul podcast. What have you been watching anime-wise?
So my segment's probably going to be longer because it's been a while since we recorded the last episode.
It's been 12 days!
Okay, fine. It's been a while for, like, anime binge standards. Because I watched all of Chihayafuru in, I think it was, like, 5 days?
You're a nut.
And then I watched another show. I'll get into that later. But Chihayafuru is, like, one of my new favorites. It's fucking amazing. Good.
You've definitely convinced me to put it on my list. Like, I already knew it was pretty good, but you've convinced me.
Mm-hmm. Going into it, I already knew because, like, it's got, like, formulaically, like, it already had all the shit that I knew I would love.
Yeah.
It's basically, like, fairly similar to shows like Sangatsu no Lion and, like, Rakugo and, maybe not Rakugo so much, but, like, you know, got some elements of similarity to, like, Haikyuu. Basically, like, team of people of young people in high school are very, very dedicated to, like, their one like niche thing, and you enter their world of the said niche thing. And this time, the niche thing it's a card game called Karuta.
To be honest, I think I'll eat it up because of the fucking card game. And you know how I can get.
It's not really.
But you know how I can get with games.
Did I explain to you what the game actually is?
I know what it is.
You know what it is? It's like yeah. So basically, like, you put a bunch of cards on the ground. It's like 50 cards on the ground, and then they each correspond to, like, a poem. And then you have a person, like, reading out the poem, and you have to react. You first have to memorize where all the cards are, and then you have to react to like the sound of the reader reading the poem, and then you have to like knock the card away that corresponds to that poem. It's like it's one of those shows that's like literally impossible to recommend just based on the premise alone. I don't think anyone has ever successfully recommended the show by explaining Karuta ever.
No, probably not. I'm thinking of that ProZD video.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he has a whole ass video on that, just about that concept.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, but like, huge recommendation there. Is there a fucking what is on my wall? You see that?
God, I see that. Yeah,
what's
you gonna
that?
kill it?
No, I don't see anything. What is that?
Weird.
I'm so confused.
I'll tell a story. I guess it's like a pretty mundane story, but I mean, I'll tell it.
Okay.
They opened up a new Japanese restaurant here right before COVID happened, and me and my girlfriend and her brother went like this week. And to be honest, where I live, I was not expecting to get the quality that I got. So, and her brother's a massive weeb. So when we went and we ordered a bunch of stuff, and we all shared the bill and everything. It's over $150 fucking dollars, by the way, for 3 people. Now, granted, I got 3 drinks because I had a long week and I just turned in my assignments that were due. And I said, hey, I'm going to get like 3 drinks. My girlfriend got 1. Her brother's not old enough to drink. He's 19. We got 3 appetizers.
Not being old enough to drink at 19.
We got 3 appetizers. And then we all 3 got a bowl of ramen, like genuine ramen. Did you see the picture I posted on Snapchat?
Yeah, I saw that. It looked legit.
It looks pretty good. Only thing about it was the eggs were a little undercooked, but they were really fucking good. It was really quality ramen, like the second best ramen I ever had next to New York Airport ramen, which was really good, but also like $30 for a bowl. It's really good and it was really nice. And we were talking about anime the whole time, and my girlfriend took a video of it. I don't know if you saw. Me and her brother were just talking about One Piece to each other, and she's just like
a fellow One Piece. Oh, like me right now. A fellow One Piece fan, huh?
He's huge for like One Piece.
Bigger than you?
No.
You have a bunch of fuck ton of posters on. So like, basically, she has to deal with One Piece like all the time.
Yeah, he's a massive weeb.
Like whenever she's not dealing with One Piece with you, she's got it on the other side.
The food was really legit. Like we got some like sashimi, I think, and we got calamari, and we got tempura.
That's good, dude.
The ramen was good. I got
$50 though.
I got fried. Well, okay, so yeah, I think the ramen each bowl of ramen was about $16. That's pretty typical.
Okay, that's more normal, I guess.
Each appetizer was about 10.
Okay,
that's
so you
normal.
basically
Drinks.
just ordered a fucking
Think about drinks.
Yeah.
Also, like $8 a drink, and I left like a $25 tip because COVID times. You tip good or you don't go out.
Dang.
That's the rule.
Respect.
It was really good. I had fried ice cream for the first time. It was.
I've never understood that concept.
It's underwhelming because the breading slides right off, and then you've just got fried breading and ice cream.
That's so weird. I don't. What does it
taste? Yeah.
I mean,
it's just ice cream and breading. It's like crunchy ice cream, I guess. So, this is when I invited him to the Japan trip. For those at home, we are loosely, but it's going to turn more serious when COVID ends, are planning a trip to Japan. Me, Alan, my girlfriend, and now her brother are planning like a long trip to Japan. Like I feel like neither of us are like we're serious about it enough that it's happening.
I mean, I have to visit Japan at least 500 times before I die.
Yeah.
Like, or else. Come on.
We're all planning to go, and that's probably gonna be like 2022. We're hoping 2022, 2023.
Yeah, we're hoping.
We're hoping 2022. That's the biggest thing.
I mean, it'll probably be easier to do for me than for you guys.
So we're planning that trip. My girlfriend was like, I think I'm gonna third wheel, and I'm like, okay, we'll invite your brother. And she's like, oh my god, I'm gonna fourth wheel because he's a massive weeb. And he said his first response was, yeah, I'll go. I just got to make sure I don't buy a $20,000 worth of anime figures. Because the dude never spends his money, by the way. I think he saved money since he was 10 years old and he's never had a bill to pay.
Oh, it's all coming out now.
And he works like full time.
It's somewhere. Over. All those years wasted. It's all coming out at once.
So if this podcast is alive in 2 years, we'll do a live from Japan because it's a serious trip that we're planning.
That'd be so dope. Actually,
right. I would hope that if this podcast is alive in 2 years, our production value has went up a little bit. If this podcast is still going in like 8 months, I'm gonna invest in a new mic or camera.
Oh yeah. I think so.
I I said this to Alan earlier. I walked into Best Buy because I recently got all my scholarships. So, and I've been working a shit ton. So, your boy's eating a little bit. Your boy has 4 scholarships because he's a smart bitch. And I walked up to these cameras and I'm like, I can afford these. And then I turned around and walked out the store. I didn't buy it.
I appreciate that because you don't want to leave me behind in the dust.
No, and I also don't see using the camera very much unless I wanted to go YouTuber mode, which I've thought about it again. I don't know when the hell I have time though. Right now I have no friggin' time ever.
Yeah.
I work overnights, which is killing me, and then I've got so much schoolwork constantly. Like right now I have so much due tomorrow that I haven't started.
Man, Untitled Complaining About Life podcast.
I have 2 essays tomorrow and it's ridiculous.
I'm sorry,
but anyway,
man.
Japanese restaurant, best Japanese restaurant that I've had here. We have a couple like sushi restaurants and it's good, but like this place blew it out of the water with the ramen. My girlfriend, of course, had to complain. It wasn't as good as the place I had in New York. That's all she ever says every time I take her out for ramen. It's like, okay, we get it. You got to go to She went to one in like the Japanese town of New York or whatever. Of course it was good. Of course it was the best you've ever had.
It was like one of those like super fancy ones where like they
where you get your own fucking seat like walled off from everybody too.
Like your own, like one person?
Like your own personal area.
For one?
For one person.
The fuck?
I think it's like a private dining area.
Oh, cool.
I also learned that she went to New York City by herself when she was living in Canada for a semester. Where did she live in Canada? She lived somewhere.
In Quebec, right?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. The Frenchies.
And yeah, that would make sense because she was a French major. Mm-hmm. Or she is a French major.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've literally started school and worked a shit ton since last episode.
I'm not looking forward to starting like Zoom classes.
I don't think you'll be as busy as me. The Zoom classes are my easiest classes. Those are classes I don't even have to take notes on.
They better be. I don't know. I'm starting my my master's in September, so I don't know. I have no idea what that's going to be like.
My Zoom classes, like, they're the easiest because that's the professor that just throws his exams online, and he's like, "Oh no, I hope you don't look up my answer guide on Quizlet." Pretty much what he said. That's pretty much what he said first day. He's like, "Whatever you do, don't look up my tests on Quizlet." Because we're there to learn. We're not there to remember the stupid facts.
School's
I had him for one. I had him for one semester, like one class last semester, and we got switched to online, and he just threw his tests online. My other professor, you had to actually write the answers. This one, you can totally it's multiple choice everything. He's like, "Oh no, don't! I accidentally linked you the answer sheet."
They're like replacing all the exams and stuff with like projects because they at my school they realize like, yeah, we can't possibly like prevent people from cheating. It's impossible.
My psychology class isn't having my psychology class is having written answers. It's my fucking ethics class that's having me do a research paper for my final, which won't be too bad, I guess. But that's school for me. Untitled School Podcast.
Untitled School Podcast. Untitled.
It's fine. We talk about everything. We talk about everything. It's not just specifically anime. It's our life. It's just
fine. Then I'll talk about Better Call Saul.
Wait,
let's fucking.
That's
how's that off limits now?
That's illegal. That's live action. Fuck. Guess I'll kill myself.
Where the fuck was I? You destroyed my whole thing. No.
School.
No, I was telling you about Chihai.
Oh, I ruined your life. I'm sorry.
You ruined my whole thing. Really good. Watch it. After I finished Chihai, I fell into this crazy post-anime depression, as you do. And out of all the shows that I could have picked, I definitely picked the wrong one. Because I picked Hanebado. And I picked Hanebado because I used to be a badminton player. And I was like, wow, like I've heard that it sucks, but like maybe I'll like it because of badminton. And I liked the badminton parts, and I didn't like anything else. It looks amazing. It looks amazing.
I pick shows that suck that I'm like, I'll probably like it because I'm nicer to shows.
That's me wanting to pick up
Boruto! I was nicer to Boruto than everyone else. Do you remember episode 70? I'm like, yeah, this is still fine. You were so
nice to Boruto. They were doing such bullshit stuff, and I was telling you, like, and then drop it. And you're like, no, why are you such a Boruto hater?
The Mitsuki leaving arc, I was like... and like the climax of that arc happened, and I'm like...
Oh, boy. Oh, Boruto. What a time.
I shit on it every episode. This is just the Untitled.
I think
Fuck
they're
Boruto podcast.
starting to get to the. I think they're starting to get to the manga now, which is actually good.
Right before Corona, they actually did a manga arc.
Yeah, but I meant like for realsies.
They did the Bandits arc. Aren't they doing the OW arc now?
Something like that. I don't remember the names.
I don't even know how to pronounce it.
I don't know. I don't really care.
Yeah, I'll read it. It's next to my manga binge.
Yeah. I want to watch School Days too.
No.
I just do, man.
No.
Like, I feel like it's required viewing.
No.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
No. You're not.
Next episode, I'm not even gonna tell you about it. Next episode, you're gonna be like, "What did you watch, Alan?" I'll be like, "School Days," and you're like, "No."
Next episode, we're recording next episode in like a day.
Oh yeah, we are. Fine, then I have like 3. I have a day to do it. I'll do it.
For those that don't realize, we record these as advanced as possible to have a backlog so we don't fuck up. We fucked up already.
Yeah, we don't have a backlog right now.
No, that's why we're doing 3.
Sam with Bushy was our last one.
So for the next 3 episodes, because we're doing 3 in the next 7 days, please know that the information may be a little outdated. That is all.
The upcoming ones, at least, not this one.
Yeah, this one will be fine. This one, what was it? I talked about this. Oh, Kaguya is entering its final arc in the manga, but that means jack shit in manga terms.
Wait, arc or like
phase?
I think, he said like final, like I don't know what phase is supposed to mean.
Which means nothing, because Ekido Oda had a interview a week ago, not even, maybe yesterday, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to end One Piece in about 5 years. And I'm like, wait, you said that last year. So this year didn't count. Gotta be honest.
Kaguya and
gotta be honest, though. Reading One Piece every other week has been fucking pain. God, fuck COVID so much, because reading it every other week is killing my soul.
Yeah, it goes so slow.
I read the release schedule. Chapter 1000 is coming out on the last week of the year. That's actually pretty dope that it's working out like that. If nothing else happens, if something else is happening, I mean, that's pretty dope. But I'm gonna laugh if Chapter 1000 ends up being nothing special.
I hope it is, just for you.
Because
you build it up and anticipate it so much. I hope just for you that it ends up being a fucking shitter of a chapter.
Okay, there hasn't been a bad chapter of One Piece.
That's true, but like I just hope they sit around and do nothing.
Since the Long Ring Longland arc, which is the only bad canon arc.
Untitled One Piece Podcast. This could be Untitled One Piece Podcast.
We'd eventually run out.
No, because you could just talk about the new chapter. I'm pretty sure.
YouTube video.
That's true, yeah. Well, I don't know.
Unless we started over and read every arc and then discussed it. But I think there's like 30 podcasts about that. Literally listening to one right now about a guy reading it, and I'm watching another series about a guy reading it for the first time. Like, that's been done. Mm-hmm. We got to do something else, like the Untitled Saze-san podcast, the one that has like 2,000 episodes. Please.
Dude, I scratched my nose, and now because my webcam sucks and my lighting's stupid, it looks like I have a red nose, and it kind of looks like the.
Hey, Rudolph.
Have you watched God of High School this season?
No, it's on my list. I haven't had fucking time!
Have you at least seen it? Like, any visuals of it? You know how the characters have, like, red noses and red ears? Yeah. It's so weird. I still haven't gotten used to it. It's been, like, 9 episodes.
Man, I've been so behind. I just want free time. This is my only day off. I worked 5 days in a row. I get today off, and I have to work another 4 nights in a row. And I have, I told my boss, I'm like, hey, boss, I have class on Mondays and Wednesdays. And he's like, oh, okay, you get off work at 6:30 a.m. That's enough sleep, right? He's like, when's your class? I'm like, no. And I'm like, okay, I gotta get up at 11:30 for my class. And he's like, oh, that's that. By the time you get home, that's like 5 hours of sleep. You can do that, right? And I'm like,
oh, come on.
Like, I hate you. I don't hate you, but I hate you. And then he has me do 1 day shift a week. He's like, I need you to do day shift on Thursdays. And I'm like, but I just got off Wednesday morning at 6 a.m. and my brain's wired to stay up all night. He's like, you'll do it, champ. I'm sure. I'm like,
champ.
Here's me.
How dare you call me champ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. I fuck around on my night shifts so bad. I call Alan half the time and just dick around.
Yeah, that's like a regular thing now.
My boss said he looked at the cameras one night and he's like, why do you point at stuff? And I'm like, oh, I talk to myself because I do.
Oh, he sees you?
Not all the time. No, he looked at the cameras because I had an incident where the guys stripped. They stripped and running around with no clothes.
What?
So, have I told you this story?
No. What?
Oh, I ran into some guys running And I told them to leave, and they said sure. But then, like 2 hours later, I ran into them again, and they only had underwear on. And I'm like, guys, what the fuck? And they're like, oh, we're doing a strip race. Every time, whenever we lap each other, we have to take off a piece of clothing. And I'm like, get the fuck off the property.
This is literally like what I experienced every night in my first year of uni.
They asked me to help them find their clothes because they threw it off at a random place. I said no. So I reported that incident. My boss looked at the camera around that time frame, like just that time frame. He's like, why do you point at random objects? And I'm like, oh, I'm talking to myself. Because I really was at that time. I was really just talking to myself and pointing at things. Night shift was boring.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Well, it's not boring when you see fucking naked people.
But I read a lot of manga on my shifts. That's why I caught up to My Hero Academia really quickly. And my Chainsaw Man update for the week, please read it. It's going to get an anime, I hope. God damn, it's suddenly amazing. The last, like, 10 chapters made it go from, like, this is pretty okay to, like, holy fuck.
There's no announcements or anything, right, for Chainsaw Man?
No, it's got 80-something chapters. I think that's enough.
Oh, 80-something is a bit short. Actually, you're probably right.
If they don't go the long season route, it could work.
I mean, it's a type of show that I can see being like a 2-core, right?
Yeah,
I haven't read it, but like just from like it's like classic Shonen Jump.
I think you could get to about the 50s with the 2-core.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty standard. So we'll see.
Did we talk about Attack on Titan season 4 probably getting delayed? I don't know if it's been confirmed.
Has it?
Last episode. They took it off their listing for something. I haven't read anything about it getting confirmed delayed, but it got taken off of a TV Guide listing. I'm fine with it. I'm not really ready from the first anime I got into to end. I keep saying I'll drop the manga. I keep saying I'll drop the manga, and I keep reading the newest chapter, saying this is the final chapter I read, and then I can't.
Well, because it comes out like every month, right? It's like
it's so good.
It's monthly. It's pretty hard to drop.
I was a hater of this new stuff, but now I think reading it monthly, it's justifiable to be a hater. But I went back and reread it in succession, and it's so much better to retain information.
Yeah, it's the same thing with JoJo. Where like every chapter I'll read and I'll be like, I literally forgot everything. What's going on? What is this?
JoJo off for a while, mostly because part 8 starts off weird. I do this every JoJo part. I always can't get into it at first because I'm so used to the last part. So I decided to just take a long break from 7 to 8 so I wouldn't do that.
That's not a bad idea.
Because it's hard for me to jump from part to part. It's just too much.
Yeah, because each part is like its own like whole fucking world.
But you're like your mind is still stuck on the previous part for JoJo.
Not only that, but like the parts have different like they're like
genres.
Stylistically very different. Yeah, they're very different genres and stuff. Like part 3 is like this complete action adventure thing, and then part 4 is suddenly
like a murder mystery slice of life.
Yeah, exactly. So like it's no surprise that like people would have some trouble.
I'll defend part 4's art style till the day I die. It's beautiful.
It is. Part 5 is beautiful.
I think part 3 is the best.
Part 5 Koichi? Oh, mwah.
I think part 5 is my favorite looking part.
I thought it looked really weird at first, but I got used to it, and then it became part 5 is my favorite part. That's animated. Actually, it's just my favorite part.
See, part 5 animation and musically is better than part 3. I prefer part 3 just because I prefer the main cast of 3 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
They're all so damn close.
I just thought the main cast of 5 canonically spent less time. I think part 5 only lasts like a week. Like in universe.
Part 4's main cast is easily my least favorite from 3 to 8. There is no main cast.
Part 4's cast is definitely like less connected.
I just don't really like Okuyasu.
Aw, dude.
You know the type of characters I like and don't like.
Zahando.
I watched all of
Kill
la Kill and never liked Mako after Kill la Kill.
It's such a shame, man.
No, I haven't rewatched Kill la Kill. Kill la Kill is one of those shows I have probably negative interest in rewatching.
Maybe someday I will. I don't know. I'm not a big rewatcher.
I'm not gonna rewatch Gurren Lagann either.
I'm not a big rewatcher in general.
I'll rewatch stuff with other people. I think it's very rare that I'll rewatch a show by myself.
Yeah, I think so too.
Just because like I'm more than happy to, but like
I'll think about rewatching a show, and then I'll also look at the size of my plan to watch this. And I can't.
Like, I rewatch stuff, and I'm just kind of like, I could just be watching something new right now.
Yeah, I feel like guilt. There's weird guilt about
I get that too. I definitely get that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I burped. Slightly less exciting news. Akira, which I'm interested in a little bit, is getting a 4K IMAX theatrical release. I have no idea how the hell they're turning a movie from the 80s into 4K IMAX. Excuse me.
We made this joke last time. I'm gonna do the joke again. You can put it into Premiere Pro, and then it's not as funny when I redo. Jokes are not as funny when you do it again.
Now, keep in mind, people, we are right now. We are still pretty much re-saying everything we said in the failed attempt for this episode.
Okay, you can take the Akira original footage in like 480p, and then go put it into Premiere, and click the modernize button, and it'll turn it into this beautiful modern show.
Just play a laugh track. I could have swore I read somewhere that they're remaking Akira into an anime series with all the books adapted, because the movie adapted books 1 and 6. But
wasn't it a live action? Or no?
Are they making a live action Akira?
Dude, I don't know. They're making a live action of everything.
The only live action anime I'm interested in is Cowboy Bebop, because it actually seems like they give a shit for that one.
You know how they're making a remake, like they're trying Avatar again?
Yeah, I didn't hear the creators left. Like the original creators of Avatar were working on that and they left.
Yeah. So they were on board at first, and then eventually, like, I think it was Netflix. Like they did so much shit, probably in a similar way to the movie. And the creators
surely not. I think I'm gonna give the series a shot. I have more faith in it than I do.
I might try it out, yeah. But like it's
You'll
not
never
looking good.
You'll never understand my disappointment when I learned the Netflix Death Note thing was not a series. Because I swear, when it first got announced, it was a series. Honestly, don't you think though? Okay, all your opinions of the Death Note movie aside, don't you think it would have been 10 times better if it was dragged out into like 6 episodes, like a mini series?
I do think so.
Because like it actually had so much potential and good parts to it.
I think it should have been.
And they should have went all the way, though. Yeah. They made his name Light Turner. They should have changed the first name. It should have been someone new.
Yeah. I think it would have worked way better if they just did a new story.
If you're going to westernize it, just westernize it.
Exactly. Man. Like, just go all the way. Because it'll actually work out that way.
Don't whitewash it. That's like westernize it. Make it a Western version. Don't whitewash it.
That would have worked.
They're making a sequel, supposedly. They haven't said anything about it. I'm going to watch it. I'm sure you will too. I'm sure I'll make it.
Series? Why don't we watch it together?
The Death Note movie is getting a
sequel. Okay. Yeah, we'll watch that too.
Watch it.
Oh my god, it's gonna be...
Also, the One Piece live action series, I'm so conflicted on that one because Akira Oda himself is like excited for it. And like, there's the jokes. He can't do anything wrong. But I have a very big feeling he's doing something wrong by letting the series exist.
You never know. It could be the first ever, like, really good live-action anime adaptation, you know? I'm
struggling to picture Luffy's stretching looking good. Like, not drawn.
Oh, fuck. Wait, you're right. Wait, haven't there been... Isn't there, like, a superhero... Like, maybe a Marvel hero that does that?
Does it look good?
Is there?
Elastigirl. Is that...
No, that is
just incredible.
That's yeah.
I know
it's like fucking the Fantastic Four one, but everyone hated that movie, so
all of them.
Hey, I guess it's never been done.
Also, that show got announced in 2017, and I wonder when it's coming out, and I want to see who they cast for who, because I really can't picture. Maybe I can picture Tom. No, if I say I picture Tom Holland, I'm gonna get a bunch of shit saying Tom Holland's the only 17-year-old, even though he's not.
Wait, as who?
Luffy, maybe.
You think so?
No, I don't know. Maybe Sanji.
It's not a Western thing.
Isn't
it a Japanese show?
No, it's It's a Hollywood show.
It is?
I think so. Let me double check.
Okay, this is garbage.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it too.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh.
It's a Netflix show.
Oh, dude. I had no idea it was this bad already.
Oda's working. Well, I think that the Cowboy Bebop series is going to be good just based on the casting.
Because it can be, because it's already like pretty Western.
I know that Oda's really excited for this series.
Oh man, this is going to be interesting.
Let's see. The last update It started production this month, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm bracing myself. Oh my god, I'm so
I'm looking at
scared.
stuff. Hollywood live action adaptation of Akira. Well, I don't know if it could be Japanese. Akira Oda's favorite manga series, One Piece, is set to hit Netflix.
Let's say his favorite manga series.
A fan favorite.
Oh, okay.
I actually don't know if it's apparently 10 episodes. I'm guessing it's American. Does Netflix do like Netflix specific shows for Japan? Well, Hollywood's American. Hollywood's American.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see.
I know that Oda was really satisfied with the arcs they're choosing. I just assumed they were going to do Romance Dawn because that's how you do it. Honestly, if you change, that's one of the series that you can't change for me. You cannot change the story of One Piece. It'll piss me off. Unless Oda
Wouldn't
wrote it
they just do like the whole like just recruiting everybody? Like you can do an episode for each of like the main crew before they reach the Grand Line.
Yeah.
Right.
And then have it like end with them entering the Grand Line, so when the series gets canceled, it's a permanent cliffhanger.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm reading. It's supposed to start August 31st. The production will take place in Cape Town, South Africa. Now I gotta look up this.
Ew.
That's produced by Becky Clements and Akira Oda, which they spelled his name wrong. Let's take a look at this. Oh, this is really pretty. Yeah, this looks like a One Piece island, but in real life. Okay. The editor, Greg Werner, is a big One Piece fan, so he seems pretty passionate about it.
I'm very skeptical.
But this is my number one series. This is something that I'm really afraid of them touching. Will I watch every episode of it? 100%. Not a chance that I won't.
This scares me, dude. I'm scared.
I think honestly the casting is gonna have to be a big
This is one of the least, like if you gave me a list of all the anime ever and I had to rank them in order of like best, most likely to succeed in like live action format to least likely, this would be at the bottom.
Yeah, every shonen would be at the bottom for me.
But this one especially. Because this one's like, One Piece is like especially cartoony.
Do you know that the Erased live action series is actually pretty good?
Yeah, I can see that because it's like a grounded
it's
show.
Also Japanese, and they followed the manga's ending.
Mm-hmm. I think Chihaya Furu also has. Chihaya Furu has a live action movie or series of movies that apparently are also good.
The Erased live action movie was garbage.
Oh.
I am just checking. So, I'm skeptical. It got confirmed in 2017, and I just want to see the casting. That's going to make it or break it for me, I think. I think that with a good casting would be good. I don't know who would fit. Sanji is one of the biggest things. Usopp, I don't know what you're going to do with him.
I don't know what you're going to do with anybody, dude, honestly.
But Oda's confident. Oda hasn't technically done anything bad since the Long Ring Longland arc.
I'm extremely unconfident.
I'm going to watch it.
We'll see.
I will go in there with so minimal expectations that it can't be as bad as I'm thinking.
Yeah.
There's also a big announcement for the 23rd anniversary of One Piece. I don't know when that is, and they're saying it's possibly the live action cast. When is the 23rd anniversary officially? Does anyone know?
Who are you talking to?
I'm looking. July 22nd already passed. Let me see. I now gotta look this up. I feel like I would have heard about this.
Titled Googling Podcast.
There was supposed to be a big announcement for its 23rd anniversary. It unveiled stamps and figures. Okay.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
Stamps?
Yeah.
That's the big announcement? Stamps?
I mean, 23rd isn't exactly like a special number. It's just a lot.
Fucking cool, dude. Thanks for the stamps.
Anyway, whatever. I'm excited to see how they fuck it up, and then I'll pretend it didn't exist. But I will be really pleasantly surprised if they do a good job.
Yeah. And you know what? You can probably watch it on Netflix, but do you know where you can't watch it? You won't be able to watch it on Kissanime.
Yeah, because it's a live action series.
No, because it's gone. Because fuck you.
Fuck your segue. Anyway, yeah, the Titan.
My segue.
The Titan of pirating anime, which is a site I used to use until I quit pirating anime. Kissanime has decided to officially shut down.
I don't think they decided.
No, they did. There's a post about it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it was like they were getting a lot of pressure. They decided to finally permanently shut down.
Why? I guess it finally built up. The thing is, like, there's still a ton of other sites that are like also just being used. Like, Kissanime was probably the most popular one, but like, it definitely wasn't the only one.
I don't feel upset about this. I'm very against pirating anime for now because of the dying industry and everything. The amount of money that people on Kissanime were making is disgusting. I'm glad they shut down.
That's true, yeah. They were making fucking
more money
right?
than the damn fucking people that made these anime, I swear to God.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Made me so mad. Like, okay, I pirate some things here and there, some TV shows, but anime is like an industry that like I want to support because it's dying, last I heard.
There's a lot of issues, like known issues in like the industry in Japan, right? Because like obviously you have underpaid animators, overworked animators. It kind of depends on the studio, but like for the most part, the industry is like it's kind of in a constant struggle.
There's
really a shame.
They didn't release a statement, but the thing says they have chosen to shut down, probably because they had to keep changing servers and they were really cracking down.
Yeah.
Admittedly, Kissanime used to be a god for anime sites. Amazing. Nothing was wrong with it. And then they got hit.
Yeah.
And they had to start adding their website out like crazy. You had to solve captchas, like really ridiculous captchas for each episode.
Like the fucking like they had like a bunch of pictures of like random things and they'd ask you to click on 2 of them and then
like Kissanime is where I'd watch anime.
Yeah.
For now I would recommend just going to subscribe to Verve, Crunchyroll, High Dive, Funimation, one of those, any of those.
Or Netflix even. I
do understand that sometimes some anime are really hard to find now, and now some anime have decided to sign an exclusive deal with Amazon. Go to fucking hell, Jeff Bezos. Your website, your web player is worse than a pirating web. I have some things on. I had to watch Made in Abyss on Amazon. Good God, that player froze more than a fucking Kissanime did.
Yeah, the Amazon player, the Amazon Video, or what is it called? Prime Video.
It's garbage.
It's pretty eh.
It's garbage. And now Jeff Bezos is worth $200 billion. Use some of that to fix your fucking web player, please. But no, it's pretty big that Kissanime shut down. I remember we've discovered it, and like I didn't even realize it was illegal when I started using it. I didn't think anything of it. Yeah,
but like it's basically like this whole. I'm not gonna go into like what I think of it because that's like obviously huge. That's its own like big controversy, but like you can't deny that it was like a big part of and a big reason why a lot of people in the West especially got into anime. So like rip.
Yeah, as you get older, I'm not gonna dog at anybody that pirates anime. You do you, but as you get older, like me personally, I'm speaking strictly me. You don't want your shit stolen from you. And I feel like animators, lots of little things have happened now. Am I a fan of Crunchyroll and Funimation and anything? God, fuck no! Crunchyroll is getting better. At least they're listening. At least they made their web player playable. Funimation, I tried to cancel 4 times and they wouldn't give me the option. So I said, fuck it. I'll just keep using it. And then they sent me an email saying your cancellation is confirmed. And I'm like, wait, no, I want to keep it now. I canceled you 6 months ago and you've been charging me for 6 months. I'm like, don't worry, we've canceled you. And I'm like, no, I need to reactivate. And they wouldn't let me reactivate my account. And then I got an email like 3 days ago saying your account has been reactivated. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, there's no perfect, obviously. Far from it. Far
met a lot of people that work for Funimation, and I legitimately asked like a CEO.
Have you?
Yeah, a lot of anime fans. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I met like a voice actor, and he also doubled as like a writer for Funimation, so he could not answer my question, but I legitimately got up and I was like, dude, why does Funimation hate me? I was like, what the fuck,
and be like, dude, what the fuck? Hello. And they're like,
Crunchyroll is getting better. It really hurt when the Crunchyroll Funimation split happened because if you were a subscriber of Verve, you had it all. I only use Verve now for High Dive.
Which is?
another anime streaming site that has
Wow.
approximately 2 things that I can think of off the top of my head. Abyss and Bloom Into You.
Oh, both very good shows.
Yes.
I would
didn't even
recommend
use,
both of those.
I didn't even use Verve for High Dive. Or for Main Abyss. Because there's no good mobile app.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no good PS4 app.
There could also be I haven't heard much news on the YouTube channel, apparently, that some Japanese anime studios
Toei, right?
I think Toei is one of them. And the other ones I don't think I've heard of. But apparently they want to start a YouTube channel and just upload their full episodes on there.
I think it's going to be YouTube Premium, right?
No, I think it's just YouTube. Like, regular YouTube, they'll run ads on it or whatever. Like
free anime, that's dope.
I don't know.
Free legitimate anime would be dope. Although I
don't know if that's gonna work out like monetarily because AdSense isn't exactly, you know.
No, we'll have to see. They might do the thing where you can set up to buy stuff on YouTube. So they might give you a few episodes free and then like set up a subscription system or something.
Maybe. I just don't know if that would work out very well.
It's gonna annoy me. We're getting the same problem the West has gotten with their damn streaming services.
Mm-hmm.
The other day, I sat down and was like, man, I want HBO Max. Which of the 4 streaming services am I subscribed to should I cancel? Because I'm not about to subscribe to a 5th one. And then I was like, oh my God. My Disney Plus runs out. I had a free year of Disney Plus and it runs out.
So many, man.
My Disney Plus runs out in November and I'm trying to debate if I'm going to keep it, like just for Star Wars. Like I'm going to watch the Phineas and Ferb movie that just came out today, I think. But if it's just for Star Wars, I might cancel it. And then I'm thinking, what do I want to watch on HBO Max besides... I mean, they put all the Ghibli films on there. I've seen them.
Oh, they did? All of them?
Yeah. All of them.
Whoa.
Every other country got Ghibli on Netflix. Here, nope.
Well, you can also use something like NordVPN.
Or I could just
Thanks for NordVPN for sponsoring this episode.
We don't have NordVPN. Although I do use Nord. Hit us up. My girlfriend owns every Ghibli film. All of them.
Yeah,
her dad's a big film guy and he has them all.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I don't know. Kiss was big. I don't love... I really hope that with the death of these pirating sites, these legal anime sites will listen better, but it's probably going to be the fucking opposite. They're going to be like, haha, this is all you got now, fuckers!
We don't know, man. Maybe they'll all jump ship and head to YouTube.
That leads me to something that we did not write down that I forgot about. Crunchyroll is actually introducing tiers, and it's not shitty. Actually, thank God. When I first read that, I was like, oh no, they're gonna hide certain series behind certain tiers, but they're not. They're not. They're doing basic tier, which is what we pay for right now.
Mm-hmm.
What you pay for, but I pretend that I contribute.
Yeah.
And that is $8 a month, and that is every anime that you can get on Crunchyroll, including
I forgot what the tiers are already. You told me, but
I've got them all memorized. You get everything, every anime simulcast right after they come out, so you don't have to pay anymore. $10 and up, you get to download episodes for offline use, which is huge actually, because I'm an iOS user, and iOS likes to make life difficult for those that wish to download anything.
I actually think that's really awesome, and I'm
considering
upgrade.
upgrading the account myself. We don't share a Crunchyroll. And then there's I think it's $12 or $13, and it gives you access to like either exclusive deals or an exclusive Crunchyroll store for the big anime collectors, which I think is cool for people that like that.
Nah, not for me.
But I'm hoping that they are introducing deals for it, because if you're hiding a fucking anime store behind a paywall, you're a dick. I bet it's like another thing about it. I bet it's first priority for pre-orders on items.
Really? They think it's gonna be that competitive?
Maybe, I don't know. I didn't read it. It's been a while since I've read it, but I know they're introducing tiers.
Says Mr. I memorized. Don't worry, I memorized all the tiers.
The offline downloading is pretty huge.
Yeah, that's massive. That's something I love about Netflix.
Me and my girlfriend are taking a trip to South Dakota next year, and there's going to be a long stretch of drive where there is no service because countryside. We can only take trips where Rona won't kill
Yeah,
us.
so now instead of looking at the road while you're driving, you can watch anime.
I'm not gonna drive. We're also going out of town next month. No, in October, to a fancy treehouse, but it's in the middle of fucking nowhere, North Carolina. And North Carolina is very notorious for not having fucking cell service for my cell phones.
So yeah.
I went and played a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament in North Carolina once, and the whole city I was in didn't have cell service. I was like, why the hell would you host this tournament here?
Maybe we should get the download tier thing then.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, but I'm trying to figure out how much I'm going to use it first.
I don't know.
Because I do have unlimited data. I have unlimited data, so if I can stream it, I can stream it.
I wish. Oh.
Yeah, my phone's about to be paid off. My phone bill's about to go down to $20 a month or something like that.
The fuck?
I pay $40 for the phone and $25 for the service because we're on a 6-person family plan for Verizon.
What the fuck?
Yeah, my sister is the family owner, so I send her money. I am thinking of upgrading my phone only if Apple's iPhone 12 is good enough.
Bro,
because I get a free upgrade.
$50 a month for my phone.
I get a free upgrade. So in October, I can choose to upgrade without paying any taxes on the phone up front. Because whenever you buy a phone, you lease it, you have to pay like $100 and something up front. I won't have to do that. I'll keep my bill the same and everything. I'll just get a new phone. But the iPhone 12 has to really wow me. It probably won't, considering it took me from the iPhone 5 to the 10 to upgrade. Probably not.
I can't. You're doing it right if you're not upgrading that often. I
can't switch to Android. I looked at a Note 20 today. They're so good. I can't though because I have a fucking MacBook. I have an Apple Watch because these are all gifts, and I might be getting some AirPods soon just because.
The ecosystem.
One thing I'll give Apple credit for is their earbuds. Those AirPods are really good. I hate earbuds, but their AirPods are really comfortable and really good sounding.
Yeah, but they're a meme.
I need to upgrade headphones. I also walked up to headphones today and said I can afford these, and then put them down and walked away. Like I'm using a $15 headset right now.
Oh, in addition to the camera?
Yeah, I looked at both. I have a lot because I've been working and saving and scholarships. I have a very high GPA, and they like to pay people that work hard in school. I have a fucking scholarship for like most improved student or something like that. Because my first semester of college, I dropped 2 classes, failed one, and got a D because I didn't go to any classes because mental illness. And then my next semester was straight A's. My semester after that, straight A's. And they're like, oh shit.
You flex on them.
Here's a scholarship for being most improved.
There you go. Take it.
That D is gonna be on my record forever. A class that I had every assignment done for and I didn't turn in because mental illness.
Okay, we appreciate D's here.
It's okay. The lowest grade I have in college now is an 88 if you don't count the D, because the D is, again, I was just going through a rough time when I started college. If I just started college one semester later, I think I'd have been all set. Because I'm doing really well for myself. I focus on school more, which my job hates, by the way. It's my number one priority. I mean, I go to a
painful smile.
Yeah. What was it that I ran into someone recently that was wearing a anime shirt, and I complimented them on that because I was at work. I'm a security guard for those that don't know. And this was a day shift. I complimented someone's anime shirt, and then they got weird.
That might be me. I don't know. Well, I don't think I'd wear an anime shirt in public if it was like too obvious.
Okay, like I mean, I would wear a shirt of an anime character or something. That's what I point out. Like if it has like a long quote or a ton of Japanese letters, I might not. But I also wear really stupid shirts in public anyway. I don't give a shit. But I walked up and I was like, "Hey, I like your shirt," and they started asking me a ton of questions about the series, which I had not seen.
What was it?
So then I met in Mob Psycho. I've only seen like 4 episodes, and they were questioning me, and they're like, "So, who's your favorite character?" I told them I didn't see it, and they're
quizzing you.
Yeah, and they were following me around the mall because I'm a security guard at the mall, and they were following me around. I can't do anything. You can talk to me. They kept asking me questions. They're being really nice. I don't have a problem with this person, but I felt horribly judged.
That's so weird.
Because they kept
just, like,
asking me
stalking
questions.
you, basically.
They kept asking me questions, and they're like, "Hey, have you seen this?" And I said no, and they'd be like, "Oh," and I'm like, "I'm sorry." It's better than the kids that always come around and say, "Hey, are you Paul Blart?" Like, haha, I've never heard that before. You think it's funny until you hear it 20 times a day.
I think it's hilarious.
I laughed the first few times
Because I think Paul Blart is the funniest fucking movie in the world.
I also consulted about my tattoo today. For anyone wondering, I'm getting a One Piece tattoo. I sent some emails out and I'm waiting to hear some quotes back. Then I sat and looked at my bank account and I'm like, I don't feel like spending money.
Okay, man, it's okay.
Because my tattoo is gonna be like $400 or more. Because I want to get it in 2 parts. I'm gonna have to get the letters, and then I'm gonna have to go back and get the straw hat later. Because I can't find a design. Because whenever you get a tattoo, you have to give them a design, like an actual design they can print out and put on your arm so they can trace over it. There is no design that you can just trace over on the internet with both of those at once.
Can't you just like put them together into a thing and then?
Yeah, but I don't want to be fucked up.
Sure. Okay.
I also not sure if I want the straw hat on my arm or not. See, my right arm's getting a little sad. It's only got the tattoo I got on my 18th birthday, whereas the left arm's about to get its 3rd tattoo.
I'm gonna get a sleeve, man. Like just.
I want to sleeve. Probably after I get my career.
Duper sleeve it up.
Probably after my career, it'll be a mix of like anime and cats, probably, because I have 3 cat-themed tattoos.
Untitled Anime and Cats podcast? No way.
I'm a big piercing fan. If you looked at a picture of me from like 20... If I looked at a picture of me now from when I was like 15, I'm like, why the heck? Because you remember me, I used to make fun of like nose piercings and facial piercings. We used to do it together. And then I got one and you're like, God, now I can't do it.
I'll make fun of your zit.
You don't make fun.
Sure, your
But
zit.
I missed my nostril piercing. And now I can't even get one. COVID, no place would pierce your nostril right now. It's against federal regulations here. It's okay though, my job won't let me have it. I used to have colored hair too. My job won't let me have it.
That's pretty colored.
This is blonde though. I can only have natural color.
Yeah.
I want pink. I like pink hair. Dude, I got written up yesterday for my facial hair. Look, come on, are you kidding me?
Whoa, that's like mine.
Anyway,
like about as much as I am.
Sorry, I've had a full beer in a very short amount of time. But that's what this podcast's beauty is.
We have one more thing. We have one more thing to talk about.
We have more things we'll talk about. You know, it's gonna be more than...
Okay, hang on. Wait, Sentai Filmworks tweeted out. The tweet says, "Made in Abyss, Dawn of the Deep Soul," which is the movie that's coming out, which is, I think it's the next one in like the chronological series. It's not like one of the remakes.
Excited. I think I've definitely
something interesting.
I've decided to wait on the manga until I watch that movie for sure.
Mm-hmm. So it says it's coming directly to your home with virtual cinema screenings starting September 18th. I don't really know what that means. I do. That's like, I know what that means. Is that like streaming?
So yes, but you got to pay for it, which is what a lot of movies are doing. This is what Disney Plus has won the COVID-19 crisis with. They are releasing all their big ass movie releases like Mulan and shit just directly to Disney Plus.
Okay, that makes sense. But like,
I can go watch Mulan right now. Not a single ounce of me wants to watch the live action remake of Mulan, but I could. So I think this movie's going to come and you can pay for it, and I think I'm going to pay for it to watch it.
You're paying for just this movie as opposed to like streaming it on an already existing service, right?
It's probably going to cost the same as if you were to go to a movie theater and pay for it.
Mm-hmm. But it's not the same. You go to a movie theater and you pay for that. Or like, but it's like the movie experience, you know? It's still different.
Yeah, I worked at a movie theater. The movie experience died when I watched like 50 movies. I watched like 70 movies.
For non-movie theater employees, there's a movie experience.
For anyone that wants to work at a movie theater, just know you get low pay, no overtime, but you get free movies, and you might meet your girlfriend there. Just saying. I've watched so many movies last year. Last year was the first year I was able to make a top 10 movies list. Because I never watched 10 movies in a year, and I watched.
I have never done that.
I watched 63 movies in theaters last year. Because I watched like 3 a week at work. Watched everything. Like, if I had even the smallest interest in it, I'd be like, yeah, fuck, I'm gonna go watch it because I got it for free. I got free popcorn, I got free drink.
Then you can watch the Made in Abyss movie, Dawn of the Deep Soul. But I didn't even know it was called that.
I watched the Dragon Ball movie there. And the Yu-Gi-Oh movie. I remember working there for 30 days straight, mind you. Pretty much like 2 days off. I remember looking at my bank account after working at the movie theater for over a month straight and seeing that I spent it all on bills. And I was like, oh my God, I can't work here anymore. So I quit. Because I was making $7.30 an hour.
Yeah, but not before you got hella movies.
not overtime. Yeah, me and my girlfriend went on like our first 12 dates at the movie theater. That's probably how our boss found out that we were dating and would not schedule us together. We were appropriate people. We wouldn't have like fucked around on the job. It just made it so hard to hang out outside of work. Because if I opened, she closed, or vice versa. But the movie experience is nice, but I would still pay to see movies in this because I would kill to see No Time to Die right now because I'm a James Bond fan and that movie's been delayed twice and it's probably gonna get delayed again. I just want to watch it, please, for God's sakes. I also want to watch Tenet, but I'm not ready to go back to a movie theater. That came out, but I'm not.
Definitely not. I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna go to a movie theater for a while.
I'm sure that my girlfriend's dad will acquire it somehow, and I will watch it eventually.
I mean, it's weird that they're. I don't know what the fuck. I still don't really 100% get this virtual cinema screening thing and what the difference is. I mean,
it's just like buying. I bought the My Hero Academia movie on PS4 because I could not find a place to stream it, so I bought the first one and just watched it.
To me, that just means like this shit's gonna show up on pirating sites like right away. Because like normally for anime movies, normally for anime movies they wait until the Blu-rays come out and then that's how they end up on the sites.
You have to
a long time after.
You have to understand. The general public does not know how to pirate things. Does not even know what that means. The general movie audience does not want to watch on their computer pirating.
But weebs though.
Yes.
Never underestimate.
Japanese movies never gross a ton of money anyway.
Yeah.
Isn't it Dragon Ball Super's movie like the third grossing Japanese movie ever?
I think it might be the number one. I don't know.
No, Your Name, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
Dragon Ball Z actually makes more money in the West, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like Your Name, Spirit Away, and then Dragon Ball, probably.
Let me Google this.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
Me too.
I've been waiting for this movie for like forever.
Main Abyss is one of those things that ages like wine for me. I actually appreciate the series more now. I'm pretty sure if I rewatched it, I would not hate it as much as the beginning. I didn't hate it, but I wouldn't like dislike it as much.
Yeah, I think it was probably. I mean, it got named, I think, Anime of the Year in 2018 for good reason because, like, atmospherically, it's just like you can't get much like it. It's
you can believe it.
Incredible.
Dragon Ball Super Broly is only the 12th most grossing anime movie. It goes Your Name, Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, Ponyo, Weathering with You, which is still in theaters. Stand By Me, Doraemon, yeah. Pokemon, the first movie, Mononoke, Secret of World of Rarity, The Wind Rises, Pokemon 2000, Dragon Ball Super Broly. Okay. One Piece Stampede is number 15. One Piece Filmsy is 16. One Piece Gold is 21. The best One Piece movie is 30. Wow.
Sucker.
This is worldwide gross. I'm pretty sure like all that Dragon Ball came from America because when I went to see that in theaters, I've seen like 6 anime movies in theaters. Both Dragon Ball movies I went to were fucking sold out. The Yu-Gi-Oh movie I saw in theaters, I was one of 4 people. The One Piece movie? The One Piece movie was halfway full, but I was in a big city. Like I drove 2 hours
for the Yu-Gi-Oh fans.
I drove 2 hours to go see the One Piece movie in theaters, so it was half sold out. The re-showing of Spirited Away wasn't even sold out that I saw in theaters, and the re-showing.
I really wish that anime movies would be like more, like just around more in like different theaters and stuff, just like regular.
Well, I worked one of the anime movies, and they just didn't sell. I worked Ghibli Fest, and we had Kiki and something, and it just didn't sell that well. And it was a Ghibli film.
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu. Another nightmare. The biggest nightmare I ever worked was Lion King $5 Tuesday. Good God. But Detective Pikachu sold out like crazy too.
Yeah, I mean, those ones will definitely get a lot of attention. Something I really am super looking forward to is the final movie in the Fate Heaven's Feel trilogy.
Hey, didn't that get a new teaser? I got a new teaser I saw.
He said teaser.
It said teaser.
Yeah, it did. I'm so excited because it's like literally probably probably gets my vote for like the best animated.
The Demon Slayer movie also looks really pretty.
It's just like the Fate movies just look fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I do wish anime movies would have more. You watched one of the One Piece movies with me as a manga reader. You gotta admit the movie you watched was gorgeous.
Yeah, for sure.
And Strong World, that I'm going to make you watch at some point, is probably prettier. It doesn't have the same art style, but it's definitely gorgeous.
I generally trust most anime studios with a movie budget.
I've mentioned this to you before. I'm not a big fan of the One Piece anime post time skip, but oh my god, the Wano arc right now is so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think the COVID crisis had something to do with that. Like it actually, like some of those scenes I've sent you and looked at.
COVID made the anime look better
because they delayed the anime.
Yeah.
So the manga and anime has some time apart, but
we'll see if they can keep it up.
Some of those scenes look straight out of a movie.
Yeah, like the Onigiri scene.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch the I'm probably gonna watch some of Wano in anime form. Not all of it. I might watch it One Piece. One Piece is a really good fan project for anyone that wants to watch One Piece. It's a few people who put together the anime series, but into manga pacing. So you might get like a 40-minute episode, but that's going to cover like 4 or 5 episodes in the series.
Sounds way fucking better than what we have.
Sometimes it cuts out things, and also the anime for One Piece is super, super solid until about the time skip, and then it becomes pretty solid when Whole Cake starts, but then it gets really good at Wano. Something about Punk Hazard to Dressrosa was unbearable. But they really they put effort into it. Like the Katakuri fight, they put effort into it, but they knew they had to put effort into it. That's like the most hyped fight in One Piece ever. They had to put effort into it. Just wish Toei gave a shit about their series more.
Oh, Toei.
Why did they give Dragon Ball to Toei? I'll never understand.
Okay, it'll be on YouTube soon. Maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. That'd be weird, but interesting.
So I can understand why Toei may struggle because they have a lot of series, but like their 2 most popular should probably receive the most budget.
What else do they have?
Dragon Ball and One Piece is their biggest thing. I don't know what else.
Like other than that,
I don't know.
I actually don't know. I don't know anything else.
I don't know that. I know that One Piece will never slow down, but if One Piece could just get a bigger gap between the anime and manga, it would be better. But they're on the same arc. They're like 30 chapters apart. Like it's ridiculous. Like, how do you catch up that fast?
Yeah, to me, like them
catch up actually.
Me, them, and Pierrot are like the 2 studios that are just like very, very like cut.
That's the one that does Black Clover and Boruto, right?
Yeah.
Where they should have given all the budget to Black Clover. They gave all their budget to Boruto.
Very much like the.
I don't think Boruto's ever looked ugly, to be honest with you. I think Boruto looks
costs studios. Yeah, I agree.
Boruto always looks good, and Black Clover's been shafted when it's the better series by like a landmark. Black Clover could be the next like amazing shonen if they would get more. But they fucked up the beginning so hard. Most people don't get past the first 20 episodes, but man, if Black Clover really finds its footing.
I barely did.
That's because I went and shut up about it. Black Clover really finds its footing, I think. I think that is from episodes like 40 to now. Just I don't know. It's like it's more unique. It's like a better Fairy Tail in terms of combat because Fairy Tail's combat's really boring.
I say if you are wondering about Black Clover and you have a very strong will, then try to make it to like episode 30-ish.
30, it's still ugly, but at least the plot gets good. And the 40s is when it gets really good.
Yeah, but you have to have
the alternative of reading it because the manga is probably good from the start.
True, yeah, but you have to have a strong will. I believe in you. You can make it.
Maybe not as strong as he's making, but if you have lower, like me, I was actually able to get through it. Once I got to episode 10, I liked the series. Also, you'll never hear me say this for a lot of series, but I actually think the dub is better than the sub, especially in those early episodes. Good God. I don't think I could have.
You can't stand Asta. That's also a good alternative.
Asta's English voice is better than his Japanese voice, especially in the early episodes. Oh my God. Like, he's good now in Japanese.
Yeah.
But those early episodes, it was awful.
He actually improved a lot. I think this is like one of his. Isn't this like his first role?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you can see the improvement there. Like you can see him get way better over time, which is pretty cool.
Oh, for sure. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to browse some more. I had some more anime bullet points written down. I'm losing my mind now, trying to remember where they are. There's like, I think if there's anything I've done. There's stuff I'm definitely planning. I want to finish Sangatsu, at least season 1, by the time we do the next. I forgot we're recording 3 episodes this week. I doubt I will finish it between now and then.
Okay, I'm going to force us to have an entire episode dedicated to Sangatsu no Lion.
Yeah,
what a beautiful series.
Weekly JoJo checks. Still no JoJo Part 6.
Mm-mm.
Probably never gonna get one. I have this theory that JoJo Part 6 is gonna come out. Everyone's gonna hate it, and it's not gonna get a Part 7 anime, and I'm gonna die inside.
No, dude, that's impossible.
Dude, people do not like Part 6.
No, a lot of people love Part 6.
I think it's weird. There's I hope the anime makes those certain fights.
Part 6 gets plenty of love.
You know those fights I'm talking about? I hope the anime makes them better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's more anime stuff I'm thinking of that I'm forgetting about.
Oh, my neck hurts, man.
What's the other anime stuff I'm forgetting? I'm forgetting. I know that there's stuff I need to catch up on, like God of High School and
ReZero.
Did I talk about last episode Kaguya getting a dub, but only for season 2?
Oh yeah, we did talk about that.
That's really dumb. I think they're confirmed that season 1's coming, but that's really stupid.
That is really weird. I don't get that. Is it a licensing problem? It is, I think, because I remember season 1 being on hello, Scooter. I'll do a nice little stretch there.
He's doing a big stretch.
I remember Kaguya season 1 being on Crunchyroll and season 2 was not, because I think it was like a Funimation license thing.
It's Funimation exclusive.
So I guess that makes sense.
Which is why I've been subscribed to Funimation all this time.
That makes sense.
This week I considered picking Fairy Tail back up and then laughed. I don't want to be a fairy. I'm not even a Fairy Tail hater. I just can't sit through 300 episodes of a series that's never going to get better. Before you people say it gets better the next arc, I swear to God, I'm 70-something episodes through the series, and it's still just left me with the most blank expressions. So I don't want to hear, but it gets better at Heaven's Tower, but it gets better at Tower. Fuck you! I've watched both the Heaven's Tower and the Tower.
You got hit with the colon line face.
It's fucking boring. It's okay. Like, it's a 6.5 out of 10. If you like it, watch it. I don't like the characters. The combat is every episode is Natsu's about to lose, and then he's like, but friendship, and then he wins. And it's generic. I should have watched it before One Piece, because One Piece ruined long shonen for me. I don't think I've actually successfully been able to, Black Clover, but I think the magic fighting is just done better in Black Clover, which I also watched before Fairy Tail. I think Fairy Tail is just boring. I will probably not even read it. It's not even Shonen Jump anyway, is it?
No, it's not. I don't think so.
Yeah, because Natsu's not in Jump Force, which I used to think was weird until I realized the game's called Jump Force, and he's not on Shonen Jump.
Yeah.
Jump Force is an ugly game. They need to stop making anime games with not anime art style. You know what I mean? Was there a Netflix anime that got... J-Stars.
Oh god. Oh god, yeah, you're right.
Wasn't there an anime on Netflix that got canceled, or am I crazy? No, but an anime series that should get canceled, Seven Deadly Sins, came to Netflix, and I am getting ready to start that adventure.
Oh man.
I've been watching the dub for Seven Deadly Sins, which I think is
okay. Are you actually gonna watch it all the way through? Like from where you left off?
Yes, because I'm watching it in dub, so it can be a background.
I have a section of anime on my dropped section in Mal, and they all have the same label, which is I could not bring myself to witness a catastrophe of this scale, and that's one of them.
Seven Deadly Sins dubbed from the start, so this can be a show I can have on and just have it on while I'm doing shit. And if I catch attention, but season 1 was a 9, and season 2 fell to a 5. So season 3 is probably not gonna be too good, and season 4 is
dude, it hurts, man.
Season 4 is coming.
It hurts.
Season 4 is gonna be the last season too. So
how does this show get a season 4? And I can list a million other things that deserve it over this. Oh my god.
They're finishing the series.
It's okay. It's okay. Calm down. Relax.
Seven Deadly Sins season 1 was so good, and then season 2 just felt like a baby shat the bed, and they filmed it.
There's a lot of shows where if they get a season whatever announcement, I will shit my pants on the spot.
I saw season 3 episode 1 right when it first aired, and as soon as they showed the flashback with Meliodas being stabbed, but they had a white like paint splotch over it so you couldn't see it. I was like, fucking done.
Yeah.
But no. And then I said, okay, I'll watch this if it ever gets dubbed. And I read that Annie Polex dropped it. I was wrong. They are not even the ones who dubbed it.
Annie Polex.
God, I remember watching that every time Soul Eater came on. But then I saw on Netflix they dropped it with the dub, and I'm like, damn it, I guess I have to watch it now.
No, you don't.
I have a hard time dropping.
I promise you don't.
I have a hard time dropping series. The series would be 20 times better if they had impact animations. I'm not even lying.
If you don't watch this, I won't watch School Days.
Okay.
We can make a trade right now. I'm still gonna watch School Days.
If a series doesn't have impact animation, like this is legitimate, I think the series gets worse.
Sorry.
Oh, apparently things serious started off serious.
Serious.
All right, Siri.
Oh my god, that was perfect. I'm so glad that happened.
The impact animations on the Seven Deadly Sins being like, you get this epic hype ass fight, and Meliodas goes to punch, and then it just cuts to the scene after he's fought, and you're like, wait, but where's the him punching?
I'm sad just talking about it.
Where's the him punching? And
we gotta talk about something happier before we end.
It's a really
talk about something that'll bring me joy as opposed to hatred before we end. I said this would be a shorter episode, but it is not. It turned out to not be.
It's an average episode size.
I don't know. What's some good news? What's some nice good weeb news? Where's anything positive? Let's hear something positive. We love anime.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
General state. We can't think of anything actually good, so we're just gonna bullshit our way out of this.
Anime's a good series.
Anime's good. Should watch more anime.
Definitely buzzed. I definitely probably shouldn't have drank an entire beer in like under an hour. Not under an hour. I'm sorry, under like 30 minutes. This is a stronger beer. It's
okay. It's a time for celebration.
10% alcohol per serving. Cool. Sangatsu probably won't be anything under an 8, so there's good news.
All right, there's some positivity there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks everyone for tuning into this episode. If you want to send us your mals or ask us any questions, feel free.
Say whatever the fuck you want to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. With that, on that positive note, keep watching anime. Keep weaving out. Not too hard.
And we'll see you next episode of the Untitled Anime Podcast.
All right. Peace.
Goodbye.